I'm becoming the Joker. I thought at least one of them would have a normal take on this. But no. Behold! This is my circus. These are my monkeys.
Alright, the pattern has emerged. Receding hairline, beard, half-filled bookshelf or no-filled bookshelf at all. And they think it's alright to kill people with a different opinion, particularly okay, you're automatically a fascist if you voted for Trump, if you were at a Trump rally, or if you supported Trump. This is how it's going down.
Quick, I just want to see her. Here's her audience, okay?
Oh no, he's checking.
I mean, even those in the middle like her, who's only providing a commentary, is still getting flack from them.
Comments. Oh no, he's checking comments. No.
Okay, here we go.
Having a baby and retiring, Shoe has become a trad wife. The only reason America is in shambles is because Shoe hasn't uploaded a Hell World in 2 years. Kamala, don't come.
What's
Trump,
a Hell
don't come
World?
America. If there's any reason to vote for Kamala, it's just to make Hillary extremely mad. Is probably the best campaign slogan yet. Okay, they all just seem like memers.
Whew. Okay, good. Diagnosis memers.
I don't know. I think that Shoe is just kind of a memer. I don't think she's a bad person.
Okay.
Yeah, well, she is. I mean, she is providing a political commentary sprinkled with a ton of jokes.
Good. YouTuber Alec Gunter doesn't think I'm a bad person. I must postpone my...
See, this is it. They have this, they put themselves on a pedestal and they look down on everyone that, no, I am supposed to be the judge of what a good person is. And this is how they lost. They think that they're better than everyone else. I mean, just imagine having the gall to say and to actually judge it. I think she's a good person. In my opinion, she's a good person. You don't have the right to say that, or you don't have the, the moral high ground to say that. I mean, who died and made you Buddha?
My suicide at once. Okay, this next video people are responding to is the one I made after the election called The Downfall of the Democrats. Let's see what people had to say about this one.
There we go.
This guy is called Hutch.
Again, she's providing a commentary, and based on the title alone, The Downfall of the Democrats, they think it's going to be a criticism and they're going to go full rager on it.
This fucking title. Shoe0nHead takes an election victory lap? What video
There
did
we
this dude
go!
watch? The
There we
Shoe0nHead
go!
from Earth 2?
There we go!
Hat on foot?
Actually project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
Do you really think that the Democratic Party is fighting for you? The overwhelming answer is
Yep.
no.
If I remember correctly, the point of this video was that, yes, the people probably know that you are right. You have good points, you're right, but the way you deliver it or the way you talk to us is wrong. The way you look down on us is why we didn't vote for you. Just out of spite. I may not like him, but guess what? I hate you more.
I am so frustrated with this argument because policy can only get you so far. Like, good policy is good and we should do good policy.
Yeah, see, this is how it goes. The people know that you probably have good policy, if not better, but the thing is, I don't like you because of how you look down on me. Again, receding hairline, beard, and no bookshelf or no rifle. Okay.
For sure. I don't think we should adopt Republican policies.
Wait, what argument? You just watched a montage of Trump winning. Where did I say adopt Republican policies? I haven't even said anything in this video yet. I haven't even appeared on screen.
Yep.
Who are these people responding to? There she goes, hat on foot, making videos talking about adopting Republican policies.
I think we should pursue progressive policies. I think we should pursue policies that help working class people across this country. Whatever the term working class means now, because
See, it's the whole point. Whatever the term working class means now. See how he phrases it? Yeah, I'm better than you because I'm a Democrat or because I voted Democrat. I'm better than you because I'm more educated than you.
It's so nebulous at this point.
I like that the term working class is now nebulous. Now that they're losing the working class, it's like, pfft, working class. What does that even mean?
Yeah, see, it's the whole point. I'm so much better than you because I'm educated, because I'm white collar, or I grew from a white collar background. This is how they lost.
Is it too late for the Democratic Party, or can they turn this around? Will the Democrats learn from this?
To be clear, in 2016, it was the same discourse. Is this the end of the Democratic Party? Dems in disarray. Are they ever going to recover from this? It's the same discourse every single time.
Okay, but Kamala did historically bad. She
No.
did not flip a single county. A Republican won the popular vote. A Republican. Do you know how rare that is?
Yep.
And all the data shows young people, black people, Latinos, women moving more right. Now, could this be a Trump-only thing?
Nope, it's
Sure.
not.
And as I said in my video, there could be a pendulum swing and we'll get like another Obama
That's the whole
after
point.
Trump, or the Democrats wake up and actually run a good populist candidate. I don't rule this out, but to pretend this wasn't a particularly bad loss is
It
just
was
straight up
definitely a bad loss.
delusional. From blaming the American people to blaming Joe Rogan, the Democrats and the media are having a hard time coping with their loss, and
This whole
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Kamala avoided Joe Rogan. She was invited, yet she veered from it because she was afraid that her own people or that her own party was going to roast her for it. I mean, that was the point. They were so afraid of actually having that discourse because they were afraid of having that discourse with Joe Rogan because they were afraid that what their own people are going to do to them. That they were in proximity of a person such as Joe Rogan.
this logic that you can't blame voters for the outcome of elections is insane to me. There's no responsibility on the voters, like none whatsoever.
No, that's the whole point. Oh my god. All right. So yeah, seeing the pattern here now, they're blaming the vote. Yeah, they are blaming the voters. That's the title of the video. They're blaming the voters.
Who else am I supposed to?
See, that's the whole point. I blame you, uneducated working class people, for this.
you blame your party that lost. You blame your candidate. Why were
Exactly.
the American people more willing to vote for the guy who did January 6th over your candidate full of hope and joy and rainbows and unicorns or whatever? Is it because the voters are just all stupid idiots? Or is there something
There we
a
go.
little less simple?
There we go. That's how they looked at the whole thing. I am so much better than you, and therefore I deserve to win.
That you just want to avoid talking about. Taking a step back and looking in the mirror is gonna do you real good.
Yes, it
Democrats
would.
don't have a messaging problem. America has a racism problem. Kamala ran a flawless campaign in 100 days, and I refuse to let y'all gaslight me into believing anything other than
Yet she
that.
still
Did
lost.
she just put up 2 random Twitter users? Do we know who those people are? Who were those people? I don't even know who those. I'm pretty sure they were just random people.
Random Twitter users whose posts went viral, yes. It's a
Yep.
small sample of the discourse happening amongst the people, which is pretty important to show. I know the concept of listening to average everyday people is completely foreign to
Yes,
you, but
it
it
is.
is
Oh my
important to
God.
show what people are
She hit the
saying
nail on the head
about
right there.
their country's election, not just what politicians and the media are saying.
I
The
mean,
Democratic Party.
wait, what was that? I remember what was the name of that show? French song. It's about a video game. Wait, what was the name of that show? Netflix. French song. Jinx. Right? Selko. There was this from season 1. Selko, right? I remember now. Selko, he was talking to this police officer. You know what your problem is, police officer? Your head's so high up in the clouds that you fail to see the opportunity. So, yeah, I think all three with their heads, their noses so high up in the clouds, thinking that they're better than everyone else, thinking that they deserve to win because they're better than everyone else. Why? Because they're white collar, because they had a better education. Yeah, that's the point of this video. They blame everyone else but themselves because their noses are so high up in the clouds that, they're above it all and they blame everyone else for it. It's entitlement that comes from privilege or something.
We have to contend with progressives that are constantly shitting on the Democratic Party for not being socialist enough. And we have to contend with MAGA, who are constantly shitting on the Democratic Party for, eating children and worshiping Satan.
And then you got the weirdos who believe both those things.
For people like Shoe0nHead, it's like, okay, it's easy, man. You just don't be woke. Don't be feminist. Don't root for like black lesbians in
No, that's not what she said. The message was provide a discourse. We need to reach out to everyone and not just to feminists, not just to the woke people, to everyone. Even those less educated and poorer than you. we have a guy here that actually said that, what is even a working class now? Really? I mean, talk about gaslighting.
In Disney shows, and then just do socialist policies.
All right, back up. I am not delusional. I do not want to implement socialist policies in America because, first of all, I do not trust.
I believe the message from that video was simply to reach out to everyone, that we needed to go full circle to everyone, not just the lesbians, not just the feminists, not just the woke people, but, including the working class Joes.
America to do those correctly. I'm talking about basic, normal, social democratic policies like Norway and Denmark have. Universal paid family leave, universal health care, at least a public option, better transportation like a high-speed rail, better protection for workers, higher wages, blah blah blah. And yes, no woke shit.
Yeah.
You know how popular a platform like that would be? You get a candidate up there like that, you're winning all 50 states.
So, I mean, I would love to hear what she suggests besides just like elect Bernie Sanders.
Put up a good politician. That is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Someone who actually cares about the working class. Not Bernie Sanders. He's like 100 years old. Someone like Bernie Sanders, sure.
Only younger?
Bernie Sanders with more of a spine. Combine Trump and Bernie Sanders. I am committing voter fraud and voting for that man 300 times. I am storming the Capitol for Donald Sanders. After this, the Democrats are going to move right in the dumbest ways. They're going to become
Donald Sanders. Yeah, imagine if Donald Trump had Bernie Sanders' brain and policies.
The new neocons, but gay.
I think they will too. And one of the reasons why they're going to do that is because they know people like you are not a reliable voter. You're not.
You are correct. I am not a reliable voter.
See, that's the whole point. Or if the Democrats were reliable voters, then, well, Kamala would have won.
I will not vote blue no matter who. And
But then again, like she said, this is a historical loss for the Democrats. It was so bad.
guess what? Most of the country is like me. Does that scare you?
It
Good.
does.
Me not being a reliable voter is not an excuse for Democrats to not listen to voters like me. If anything, it's the complete opposite. They should be trying to get the votes from people like me. Politicians and parties are not owed your vote.
See, that's the whole point. They were so entitled that, you know what, I'm white collar, I'm educated, I'm better than you, so you should vote for me. And they were so entitled to that little tidbit or that little delusion that this is how they ended up with. If that their whole campaign was that if you vote for Trump, you're racist. If you vote for Trump, you're misogynist. And that whole shtick, that you're an evil person, you're a fascist if you don't vote for Kamala. That was their whole argument. That was their entire campaign. I mean, the whole thing could have been solved if she simply just, talked to Joe Rogan. But no, she was so afraid of her own side, of what would happen if she, even attempted to talk to Joe Rogan. Not even a discourse.
They have to earn it. They have to work for it. And many people thought the Democrats did not work for it.
No, they did not.
In fact, I don't even think they wanted to win, but that's a whole nother can of worms I don't want to open right now. Large factions of the left condescendingly believe that dumb people are the reason Trump won.
See, that's the whole point.
And want to get.
See, again, if you vote for Trump, you're automatically dumb. That, you know what, not believing in the Democratic Party, not believing in Kamala makes you dumb. You even had people on the fence that I may not like Trump, but guess what? Because of your attitude, because of how you look down on me, I hate you more, so I'm simply going to vote for Trump out of spite.
Get in 2024. And that page.
Well,
see, that's the whole point. He even believes it. That, he's going to say now that, she's right. It's because of dumb people that Trump won. Guess what? I mean, the number showed for itself that more than 50% of the country voted for Trump. And yeah, see, this face, this reaction is the reason why Kamala lost. They didn't even have that discourse that, you know what, voting for Trump makes you a fascist, voting for Trump makes you dumb, but, not believing in our side, who are definitely better than you because we're educated, or because we're richer, because I don't know I don't know exactly where the delusion comes from, but here we are.
I mean,
See, Yeah. There we go.
Vance, when you win 2028, put me somewhere in communications. Let me run your Twitter account. I'm a millennial too. Nobody will know the difference. Plus, we wear the same amount of eyeliner. Okay, that is enough touch for one lifetime, thank you. Next!
What? He was definitely gay. My gaydar was spiking. See, not even a bookshelf, but a lot of plushies and too many pillows on that couch.
Please let the next person be sane. Please save my brain cells. Come majestically galloping in to save us.
Oh, holy shit. I know this lady.
I take back the galloping part.
Can I be real with you guys? People are gonna hate me for this one. I stand by the criticisms that I've made of Shoe0nHead, but I will say this. If Shoe had been a respected voice in the Democrat consultancy circles, Kamala might not have lost. I have criticized her so many times for the
So they do admit that she's right, or that her commentary is right.
populist brain rot, but oh boy, if anyone could use populist brain rot driven right into their skulls right now, it would be the Democrats. 28 minutes, and we have 20.
Love the beard though, look! Half-filled bookshelf. No rifle, but you know what? Same look. Is it supposed to be a look? The beard, the receding hairline.
5 minutes till stream ends. And I have to read donos. I don't know about that one, Chief. There's probably stuff in here that I maybe can watch in the future.
Wait, he doesn't even watch the video?
What?
Watch the video, coward! This is an official call to the shoe simps. Calling the SS! We attack at dawn! Go tell Vosh to watch the video! This is bullshit! I was clickbaited! On to the next guy. Okay, this guy is called Uninformed Leftist.
Of course.
See, he lives up to his
Oh,
name.
okay.
So let's get into
Someone's
it.
coming from the
Shoe0nHead made
right.
another
Wait.
video.
Hold on. Yeah, so again, beard. And then I'm pretty sure this is covering up some receded hairline. No bookshelf though. No rifle. Is that a window?
It's called The Downfall of the Democrats.
Oh, big congratulations to Tim Walz on being the first white male DEI hire. It didn't f***ing work. The DNC...
Okay, so Tim Walz is not the first white male DEI hire. Joe Biden's been a white male DEI hire. George Bush is. Mitt Romney was. Every single f***ing president has been a white male DEI hire.
Alright, so... Yeah, we're coming off from another delusion.
Both the Democrats
I
and
mean,
the
people
Republicans
actually
realize
people actually vote for presidents. I mean, he knows that, right?
that America is a white supremacist country. Thus, we must run white
It was
people.
at a certain point.
So
There was
saying
manifest
that
destiny.
Tim Walz is the first DEI hire is a little bit telling. And what is it telling?
A joke.
Yeah, it is.
It's telling a joke.
Oh.
Well, it's telling that Shoe0nHead, like the topic of race and gender, is very on the front of her mind.
What?
Now listen,
Yeah?
do I think it's true that Kamala Harris lost because she's black and she's a woman?
Please say no, please say no, please say no.
Honestly, yes, I do.
There we go. See, again, we're going back, I mean, to our reactions on the first, what was it, 2 videos? No. The reason she lost was that's the whole thing. They blamed it on racists, they blamed it on misogynists, that the only reason that you voted for Trump is because you are a racist misogynist. That was it. But then again, so entitled.
Obama is black and did phenomenally.
Yep.
Hillary is a woman and won the popular vote. I hate this delusion and this cope that Kamala lost because she's a black woman. No. If she was a white man, would she have maybe won a little more votes? Sure,
Probably.
I'm not denying the existence of racist misogynists. I'm looking at one right now. But enough votes that she would win? Absolutely not.
A district that's 97%
There we go, here we go
Latino
again.
went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the, no,
That's
it's on
why.
the border.
There we go.
The border
Misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep.
Misogyny.
And they were begging people to care about it for years. We
Misogyny
need to
and
take some
sexism.
lessons.
There we go.
There's a lot of-
Misogyny and sexism. No, I'm not going to accept any other reason apart from misogyny and sexism. See, she knows, she doesn't even believe what she's saying, but the way she tilts her head away from the other person making the argument. No, misogyny and sexism. That's it. That's probably the only reason for it.
Misogynistic Latino men. Like there's a lot of misogynistic men in general, but Latino men, like they're fairly Christian, they're fairly conservative.
Of
and
course.
misogyny
Here we
goes
go
hand in
again.
hand with those two. So
Latino men are misogynists? Yeah? Is that why the f***ing president of Mexico is a woman and has like an 80% approval rating? Maybe Kamala Harris just f***ing sucks. You ever consider that? Maybe going, nothing's gonna change when I'm president. sucks. After the election, a YouTuber I am subscribed to uploaded a video called How the Right is Winning Young Men.
I have such mixed feelings about this.
Yeah, see, this is the whole point.
I do.
I remember this one that they were so afraid of speaking out or speaking the truth of what exactly is going on that they're failing on the discourse of attracting young men that they're afraid. She was actually afraid that her own side was going to maul her for saying that they're losing, or for saying that this is the truth.
Popular though it is on the left to like.
See, she's afraid. She's
give
hesitant.
grace to the male loneliness epidemic. I have mixed feelings about it. I'm picking my words carefully so the leftists don't murder me. Like, don't.
She's afraid to speak. This is why Kamala didn't go to Joe Rogan.
Rake me over the coals for this, but I think that I understand.
I have to pick my words carefully so my own movement doesn't attack me for caring about men's issues. You see the issue?
Shoe0nHead, again, doesn't really offer any analysis. She makes a joke. So essentially,
she's making a commentary.
Joke? Her joke is
doesn't have to offer
the
anything.
guy is gay.
What?
The joke is like the guy's gay. He missed entirely. He missed the point entirely.
Streaming from Earth 2 again. Here comes Hat on Foot. Hate the gays again. The joke was not about him being gay. There wasn't even a joke. My point was that he's nervous to talk about men's issues in fear of the left.
Yeah, he was so afraid.
Attacking him, and it shouldn't be that way.
That's pretty gross from Shoe0nHead. Do I need to spell that out for you? She does this whole like gay impression.
Gay impression? That's literally what he fucking sounded like. These people have like terminal identity politics brain.
All right, let's just read a few comments.
Oh no, not again. I swear to God, if you guys embarrass me in front of Hassan 2 here, I will turn this video around and we are going home.
Shoe0nHead dropping the hard truth bombs as usual. Bro, at least Bernie Sanders got to say a big I told you so.
What?
Okay, that's kind of, I don't know, it gives me a little bit of hope. Democrats forgot they had to be likable. Okay, it's kind of true. You can't hide your monster addiction by putting it in Y class, June. Okay, that's a good point. They will learn nothing and blame everyone. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
Okay, he's just agreeing with all the comments. I love that they keep doing this. I love that they keep checking the comments, expecting some like terrible shit, and it's just like pee poo poo 69 going epic video, mommy. Okay, so that was terrible. Next.
Hi, my name's Anthony Jones.
There we go. Okay. All right. Finally, again, hairline, beard, but this time we have a full bookshelf. I mean, okay, fine. I may have a few words to say about this gap right here, but let's go.
Politics and the culture war in the UK and America. Today I'm going to react to Shoe0nHead's most recent video.
So he's British. So we're definitely going to see someone from the other side of the ocean right here. So let's see.
All of the Democrats, the truth about the 2024 election.
Aw, this guy looks like a wizard. He's like a jolly little garden gnome. I don't even mean that in a mean way. He just looks whimsical, like he's gonna help me on a quest through some enchanted forest. Please be sane and normal, gnome bro. I am running out of hope.
Yeah, Trump objectively is the representative of the working class. Traditionally, it was Latinos, blacks. People would vote for Democrats. Now, it's highly educated people who vote for Democrats.
Highly educated.
Working class people who traditionally would vote Democrat have voted for Donald Trump. This is a massive change in the demographics, and people want something different. They don't want the same old, and that's what Kamala Harris represented. And this is essentially why she failed to appeal to voters.
Yes!
There we go.
Is normal.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, how refreshing.
Oh my God. Please don't do it. Please don't do a 180.
Okay, let's keep listening.
We finally have something good. Please don't do a 180.
Everyone was so sure dangerous, devious, dastardly Donald would never make his way back into the White House to steal democracy. And he did it. With democracy.
Democracy has been bought in America. It really has. The idea that influence is like objective and everyone's informed and it's a level playing field for both sides is simply not true. Democracy implies the voters were informed, they knew what they were voting for, they weren't lied to, they weren't
I mean, it was Winston Churchill who said, the greatest argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with your average voter.
Misinformation. People are massively misinformed on Donald Trump. They were lied to. They don't believe a lot of the
Okay, here we go again. All right. So his argument is that if you voted for Trump, you are massively misinformed, that you couldn't have gotten all that information by yourself if you voted for Trump or if you were at a Trump rally.
Tim, it's more complex. And it is actually very complex.
It's really not that complicated.
See, that's the whole point. He's saying it's so complex. You are literally too dumb to actually understand the complexity of politics. Again, the educated entitlement that I am so better than you, so you should believe me, so you should vote for me. And if not, you're a dumbass.
It's exactly what you said earlier. Trump offered something, Kamala offered nothing. Whether you agree with the vision or not, Trump had a vision. It's like in 2016 when Hillary Clinton made that America is already great hat. No one wants to hear
Trump
this.
included
No one believes that. You have to give the people a vision. A lot of them don't believe what the media says about Trump because a lot of them don't trust the media, and I'm gonna be so dead ass. Do you blame them? As a Bernie bro, as a Bernard brethren, do you blame them? It's up to the media to prove themselves trustworthy, and in my opinion, they just haven't done that. The mainstream, corporate media, liberal and right-wing, does not have a good reputation. Oh my god, that reminds me, I was watching Fox Business the other morning. Don't ask. But holy shit, you think right-wing media online is bad? What the f*** are the boomers watching? Also, Christy Nome showed up on the TV, and my baby was like, Mama. Really, bro? Okay, last one.
Oh my god! You can actually see it! You can actually see it!
I'm ready. Let's go. This guy is called Dima the Show. Okay, Dima, what do you have for us?
I don't know what to predict here. I've only seen 2 Shoe0n.
Okay. Hat to cover the receded hairline, and again, beard, but no bookshelf, and I'm a little bit disappointed that there wasn't a rifle.
Head videos, and I follow her on Twitter. She hasn't been very active on Twitter recently. I don't know why. I think she got married and had a kid. But either way, from what I remember of her Twitter, it was fairly progressive. Some little, tidbits of, radical, centrist, reactionary stuff a little bit here and there.
I like how just, nobody understands me. America is so terminally left-right brained, dude. You can talk about how you want workplace democracy all day, but if you also say something like, I think we should make it harder for children to access porn or something, people are like, oh, I don't know, she's some kind of centrist? What?
Anyway, I got a lot of comments on my last video like, wait, you're left-wing and you hate the Democrats? Yeah, man.
Okay, so is she coming out as left-wing? Just do it.
Yeah, man, that's a pretty common thing. If you're shocked that I'm left-wing, maybe that's a sign you need to take a step back and evaluate some of the preconceived stereotypes you have of people. Not all of us are crazy blue-haired socialists, no. Some of us are crazy brown-haired socialists. But for those
I remember this one.
Ugh, why is he soying out? I hate this. I'm never gonna call myself a socialist again.
For someone like her with such a diverse audience, who gets, millions and millions of views on her videos. Someone like her with this much reach, with this much of an audience, and say, hey, look at me, I'm a left-wing socialist, I think is good for the cause.
I don't want to be good for the cause. I'm a rebel.
What
I'm
cause?
not one of you. You don't love me. Sorry, I'm just burned by all the other videos. I'm like an abused cat lashing out at a new adoptive owner. He's out here handing me a treat like pss, 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 and I'm like, let's relax.
So,
Love this girl.
Fellas, she said she's a socialist. She said she's left-wing. Why do we hate her?
That's such a weird thing to say. She's one of us. She agrees with us politically. Why?
I think because she makes jokes and she speaks truth that, America's in shambles, the Democrats are losing, and they honestly just don't want to hear it.
Why do we hate her? I don't know. Maybe I'm a f***ing asshole.
Kamala Harris being, a person of color, is that going to have an effect on some amount of people? Sure,
probably.
Sure it will. Is that why she lost?
No,
don't say it. Don't say it, please.
I don't think so.
Here we go.
Oh my god, the bar is low.
Young men did come out and support Trump, and apparently for the reasons I and many others predicted. We asked young men why they voted for Donald Trump. Here's what they said. What appealed to him about Donald Trump was that his campaign was not coming after us. He was highlighting the American people, which we are. It doesn't matter what color you are, what you may identify as. Since I wasn't excluded, I resonated
I
with
wasn't excluded.
See? That is a dumb person. That is a fucking idiot.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh, he went to 180. Again, so entitled because you voted for Trump, because you don't think like us, because you don't say the things we do. You are dumb. That is an idiot. You are a dumb person. So anyone who doesn't vote like us, anyone who doesn't think like us is a dumb person. Again, we are going to go back to that statement that, you know what, not everyone may even like Trump, but guess what? We hate you more. That's it. If this, whole thing that I'm looking down, I'm looking down at you, or I'm looking down on you.
Sorry, I'm doing the thing they do. I'm pausing before he finishes his sentence. Let's hear him out.
Let's hear that.
When you tell a young white guy, hey, you're an oppressor, and because you're white, you have privileges that your black and Hispanic peers didn't have, and you're inherently
there we go.
Fault,
He did a 180.
or you're guilty for that, which is what a lot of the left wings or Democrats are saying.
See the way he shook his head?
As a white person, you do have, systemic privileges that
there we go.
People of color in this country don't have for a variety of reasons. That's just the truth.
Right.
I mean, we should have guys, here's the thing. We didn't want to stereotype the look, but here we are again. I mean, he was doing so well in the beginning until he showed everyone how entitled he is because of his opinions and because of his education.
We're gonna disagree here. Now you will see why. Now you will see why they hate me. The only privilege that exists is class privilege. Poor,
there we go.
Working class, middle class white people, poor working class, middle class black people have the same amount of privilege.
I mean, you are all embraced in poverty, regardless of color. What was the name of that comedian again? What was his name? Southern comedian. He's got that mullet haircut. The joke was that his black friend was talking to him like, look at what you did to us. Look at all your privilege. Like, what privilege? Are we gonna be dividing these plums or what? I mean, what was his name? The name of that comedian? I forgot. You know what? Just Google him.
Privilege.
I think one of his albums was titled "The Freestyling for Voldemort" or something.
None. A rich...
No, it was 30-pound hamster bones.
Black person has more privilege than a white poor person. Telling a white college-age man who's struggling to pay off student loans, who can't afford a house, who can't find a job, that he's part of systemic racism and privilege.
Yep.
Good
it's gonna hurt.
We're not racist, we're not misogynistic. I mean, see, this is, again, I have to say...
So again, he's saying that automatically if you're white male, you're racist and a misogynist. This is it. That arm thing, that shrug thing they're doing.
Actually, we all kind of are racist, but that's boring. That's complex. That takes nuance. That takes time. And
boring, complex. You probably wouldn't understand because you're uneducated, unlike me.
No one wants to fucking hear that shit. Of course, that's not gonna fucking resonate. How do you make it resonate? I maybe you can make it fun.
Make it fun.
How?
Hey, white people! You're inherently racist!
I love this girl!
But I don't think there's a way to, put lipstick on the progressive messaging pig. I don't know if we can win on messaging alone.
Because it's not the messaging. It's not how you are selling the product. It's the product. These guys are being alienated from progressive messaging, not because it's complicated, but because it's stupid.
Yeah. See, that's the whole thing. You probably wouldn't understand. It's too complex for you. So just, shut up and vote for us.
Progressive. Young men are tired of being told to pay for the sins of their great-grandfathers. Full stop. That's it. And people aren't just going, systemic racism exists. Like, yeah, maybe that's what you're doing. I don't think you're some kind of woke SJW or whatever. But to pretend like that's the only thing people are doing, it's kind of a cope. You're in denial. Corporations were literally hiring Robin DiAngelo to give PowerPoint presentations to workers on how to be less white. This was a thing that happened. I remember Coca-Cola doing it specifically. Coca-Cola, which, by the way, the CEO of Coca-Cola is now openly praising Trump and hanging out with him. Corpo moment. They really saw the popular vote and were like, later homos. God, I miss the 90s. I feel like we really had race relations down back then. I don't see color. That worked. That was great. Why did we get rid of that?
After the election, one of the only politicians I've seen who is actively trying to understand why people voted the way that they did is AOC. When I met her, I whispered into her ear, "Take the pronouns out of your bio." And she did. Anyway, after the election, AOC found out that a ton of people voted for her down ballot, but also voted for Trump for president on the same ticket. Curious, she took to her Instagram to ask people why they did that. And these were some of their answers. I feel like Trump and you are both real. It's real simple. Trump and you care for the working class.
There we go. See, probably didn't even care for the working class, but they simply did not alienate or exclude the working class. That was it.
Trump and you care for the working class. Just
again,
complete, diametrically opposed entities. AOC and Donald Trump. Insane, man.
Do you know how many
people... See, that's the whole point. He had to use the word diametrically opposed entities or, you know, ideals or concepts. So high up in the air that everyone else is a dumbass.
People used to like Bernie Sanders and now vote for Donald Trump, and vice versa. There are so many conservatives I know who used to be Bernie Sanders supporters. Is it because Bernie and Trump are so much alike? No. But their rhetoric, how they spoke, who they spoke to, who they fought for or claimed to fight for, the forgotten.
In other words, the Democrats were preaching to their own choirs.
Man, the American worker. This is populism.
I mean, if they weren't, she simply would have attended that Joe Rogan podcast. But no, then again, she was so afraid. That gay dude was so afraid of their own side getting raked over the coals if they even approached someone like Joe Rogan.
Throughout history, populism could be used for good or for evil. And like I said in many of my videos, if you don't understand this, you're never gonna get it.
Maybe this is a one-time thing, maybe it's just because of Trump or inflation, or maybe the meme is coming true. Maybe Republicans are the new party of the working class. Democrats...
Yep. It's probably not,
That's
but
just
then
so insane, man.
They didn't
See, this is one
exclude
reason
anyone.
I don't see why you should blame the voters. Like, obviously the Democratic Party is doing something wrong if blue-collar, working-class people of all races are moving towards the Republican Party. And the Democrats are only gaining with old women and coastal elites. The voters don't see you as the party for the little guy. They see a literal billionaire as the party for the little guy. You're doing something wrong!
I hope the male loneliness epidemic eats you, MAGA scum alive.
There we go. Here's the exclusion part. I hope you all die because we're right.
Feel a hole in your soul and feel unloved until your dying day. I hope you rot in your deathbed, wondering why women looked at you like you had rabies your whole life as your eyes closed for the last.
I'm not gonna defend this. This is not
You probably can't defend
it.
Honestly, Gnome Bro and this guy have been pretty reasonable. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not all Democrats are doomed. Maybe there is a chance a Democrat wins 2028. Maybe some really do get it.
Some liberals use the occasion to look down upon the icky dummies who are too stupid to know they shouldn't vote for Trump.
Icky dummies.
I mean, where's the lie?
Exactly! There we go!
So,
again, you're an icky dummy, you're a dumbass. If you don't think like us, if you don't talk like us, if you're not woke, if you don't have pronouns in your bio, this is why they lost.
That was that video. That is all I can take. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not sending their best. Despite it all,
definitely
it was
not.
fun doing a reaction video to people's reaction of me. But that is enough of my yapping. Now I want to hear you yap. Do you think Democrats will learn their lesson? Do you think a pendulum swing is going to happen in 2028? If you like this video, please consider donating to me on...
It depends on this term's performance, I guess. But the way it's been going on, the message itself is not the problem. Not the message. It's not the packaging. It's the problem. It's the message itself. That, you know, you should be more woke, or else you're a dumbass, or else you're a misogynist, or else you're a fascist. Yeah. Unless they change that particular product, there's not going to be a pendulum swing in 2028.
On Patreon, link down below. Or if you want to give a little one-time donation, there's like a little tip jar somewhere here. It really helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys with a new...
Thank you for watching, guys. Now, if you want me to check out other stories here on YouTube, please let me know in the comments. We upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. Please like, share, subscribe, do the whole notification button thing to help me out with the algo. And don't forget to check out our Twitch channel where you can catch me do this live. Now, class dismissed.